Hi all. Recently, OpenAI conducted its first ever development day or developers day on 6th of November this year. Now, in this video, we are going to discuss 7 major updates that were discussed or bring forth in this particular dev day, and we shall discuss it from the perspective of how it can impact you as developers, how it can impact the overall generative AI landscape. One of the key reasons that I'm bringing forth this video is because this generative AI landscape is changing on a drastic level on a day-to-day basis. There are numerous models that are coming up on a daily basis, numerous tools being developed, numerous announcements being made. So it becomes really important to keep track of some of these major updates and know how it is changing the overall landscape. Now, OpenAI, as you would know, is the company behind ChatGPT, is the company behind Dalle, and therefore it becomes very crucial because ChatGPT was something that brought a major flow or major trend towards the generative AI landscape, right? So let us discuss the first major update. So the first major update is for GPT-4 Turbo. As you would know, GPT currently ChatGPT is based on GPT 3.5, and one of the major updates that is being brought forward in GPT-4 Turbo is the context vector, or basically the token limitation. If we talk of transformer models in general, the basic transformer models such as BERT, GPT-2, they have a context or token limitation of around 512, 1024, nearly 1k, right? What token limitation basically means is the token limitation is directly related to the number of words that we can feed as the input to the model, right? Now let me show you a chart that will help you understand things better, right? The most one of the recent models that was introduced earlier is the Mistral or MPT-7B model, which had 75k plus context vector. However, if you see the other popular models have the context vector around 1000 to 2000. GPT-4 has a context vector of 8k, and another variant of GPT had a context length of 32k. Now, what does it mean when we say that the context vector or the token limit has been increased to 128k? This means we can pass more than 300 pages in the single prompt as input to the model, which is pretty huge, right? When we are working with large documents, large corpuses of data, and being able to utilize them is going to make a huge difference. Now, one of the key limitations that we saw in ChatGPT was that it was outdated, right? Basically, ChatGPT had a knowledge base of the world up till September 2021, and there is definitely a need to keep updated with the environment, keep updated with the major changes that are happening around us. So, GPT-4 Turbo is brought forward with an update up till April of 2023, right? So this is a major update. Now this is not it, right? This was the first major update, but there is a lot more that we'll see in the coming slides. Okay, now when we talk of ChatGPT or when we talk of other LLM models, like when we build various tools using the Hugging Face APIs or using tokenizers and auto classes, right? So one of the key limitations was, or one of the parameters that we saw there was a temperature parameter that is used to control the probabilistic outcome generated using these models, right? And what happens is when you iteratively run this model, the output generated in each of the instance might be very different. Now, when you need reproducible results, say for example, you are testing the environment, or say you want to debug certain outputs or certain prompts, then it becomes crucial to have reproducible results that are consistent. Therefore, a new seed parameter is introduced into this model that will enable us to control the output and have better completion, or better or more consistent completions, right? This will help us with having greater control of the model behavior. Now the third major update is with response to the formatting. Now, as you know, if in ChatGPT, if you go and ask it to generate the output in a certain format such as XML format or JSON format, it will be able to do so, but we would not be able to say with surety that the output generated in any format is syntactically correct. Now in this new updated model, this syntactical checking would be performed automatically by the model, and it is ensured that the output generated will be syntactically correct in the desired format. And one of the key formats that is being produced here is the JSON format, which is very important when we are working with APIs, when we are communicating between various different functionalities, various different applications, especially from a development perspective. Okay. Now with this, we move forward to our fourth major update, which is the function calling updates. I'm keeping this video short in the preview of the festivity seasons, in preview of the Diwali celebrations in India and across the globe. So we'll keep this video short, and at the same time I wanted to keep you updated with this major update. So we'll quickly wrap the things up. Okay, function calling updates. So what happened earlier was that whenever you needed your model, an LLM model, to perform a certain task or for certain function, say for example open a particular window, then you would be able to provide only one function call to your as a message to your model, right? Now with this current model, you can combine multiple different tasks or multiple different operations into a single message. Say for example, your objective is to basically turn on a particular window, open PowerPoint presentation, and then source particular target. Now these are three different tasks, and if you want your model to perform all these three tasks together, basically one after the one, you can pass them in a single message. So this is another major update that has been brought forward. Now this might be very interesting because the reason what happens is like we want synchronizable results when we are building applications, when we are building agents. There it becomes very important that whatever instructions that we provide needs to be operated in a synchronous manner. So if you are able to provide a functionality in the form of a complete sequence, then the model is now able to achieve it very efficiently. So you can describe the functions of your app. So you can basically, if you have your own custom functions, you can even pass those functions within the model and get the model execute them, pass external APIs to the model. You can, as we mentioned, like we can pass multiple functions can be called in a single message, and it is more likely to utilize the right function parameters. The fifth major update is based on the assistants API. Now, if we are to build assistants like chatbots, right? If we would be working with various chatbots, we already tried building chatbot using LangChain. You can check the video in the I link above. So you can build agent-like experience very easily. How? Because the current assistant API that is being provided by OpenAI has a built-in code interpreter, and it allows you to automatically call tools and functions to perform various tasks. So if you want to integrate with, just as in LangChain we wanted to integrate with various agents, now using this model you can do that as well within the prompt itself. Okay, at the same time we have the capabilities for document retrieval, like we built a retrieval chain, right? When we built chat PDF in LangChain, again the videos are already there, you can go ahead and check them out. So when building chat PDF, earlier the ChatGPT model or other models did not allow creating retrieval directly. You can integrate them with other platforms such as LangChain. Now you can directly do so using the model itself. Okay. The sixth major update is the multimodal channels in platform. So let me show you. Basically, there is a platform. If I open AI platform or playground, so let me open the link here, OpenAI platform. Now understand, this is not a sponsored video. It is just because I found this particular OpenAI Dev Day to be very interesting, and the details of them seemed very important for me to share with you. That is why I bring forth a separate video for all of you. And I also, this is a time of festivities, so we'll just keep things simple and not go much into the technicalities. Okay. So here, this is the playground, OpenAI playground. This is a new platform, and this platform provides multiple things, right? If you go to the assistants, you can create an assistant here. Basically, you would need an OpenAI API. Okay, you can use the chat, right? Let me show you. So this is the window where you can create chat. You can there is also a text to speech here. Okay, so there are multi modalities. You can pass in image, you can pass in text, you can pass in audio. Let me just give me a second. Edit. Okay, it's just taking some time to load. Sometimes there are network issues, there are other challenges. So you can just go around and check this particular platform. It enables you to build assistants quite easily. you can integrate multimodalities and then uh, go ahead and make use of them, right? It has TTS, basically text to speech conversion, with 6 preset voices. You can read documents with images. So you can uh, uh, earlier, like if you talk of ChatGPT, right, or if you talk of more op- other popular models such as Llama 2, right, they accept text prompts can be accepted there. But now with these multimodalities, you can even pass images, which gives it added functionalities, say for example image captioning. Say when we have PDF documents which contains images and you want to just read through the entire section, right? So it's just more enhanced capabilities. Now with all this, right, you might expect that the prices would have gone higher and you would have to loosen up your pockets, or your pockets would be dug deeper, but this is not the case. With GPT-4 Turbo, the price has been lowered. At the same time, the rate limits have been increased. So GPT-4 Turbo input tokens are 3 times cheaper and output tokens are 2 times cheaper than GPT-4. Similarly, GPT 3.5 Turbo input tokens are 3 times cheaper than GPT 3.5. Okay, and at the same time, higher per minute token limit is allowed now. So we see that OpenAI is doing a dramatic job here, as making advancements into this generative AI landscape with newer models that are much more powerful, much more enhanced, and at the same time it focuses more on how we as developers can make better use of them, how we as developers can enhance our capabilities using these models, not just building the capabilities of the model themselves, but the surroundings of that model's overall architecture, overall ecosystem, right? With these, say for example multimodalities, now you can even build models for, say, someone who cannot see, right? Even for them you can just capture images and then it can very well be translated using these models. So there are a lot of use cases, multiple applications. And now with this, like I, on behalf of Datahat, wish all of you a very happy Diwali. May this season fulfill your life with peace, prosperity and pleasure. And I would also like to share one major update. Like on 4th of November we conducted a fundamentals of generative AI workshop. I'm sure you would have heard about it. If not, I'll be in some time I'll be sharing some of the updates from the workshop that we had, some of the major tools that we developed, and basically I'll provide a brief overview, a brief snapshot of what we discussed, what are the things that we went through in that workshop. So see you in the next lecture. Have a nice day, enjoy the weekend, enjoy the festivities, have fun with your family. Have a nice day. Bye bye. Jai Hind.